said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Wolverines have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. He'll bring it out. It's Orlando. He gets a block. Out of bounds at the 36-yard line, and solid work by the return team on that one. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the air, it's Sperry. Hauls it in. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. To the air on second down. Unloads to the right. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out. And that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse? And do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
No fair catches here, looking for room. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Carpenter. He's going to take a shot. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
And that one was way too far. Body to catch, except ticket holders. Well, the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint. The Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah.
Got some room headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
Man, you cannot coach this to quarterbacks. Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the lane, he was gone. No second guessing at all. That was picture perfect, and he uses his speed to just gash the defense.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. He's at the touchdown, Seminoles. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already. Yeah,
you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ncaa. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Carpenter. Blasted as he lets it go. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. And he's out of bounds at the 2, almost a pick-6, but they're set up on the doorstep.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down.
Driving for the goal line, loose football. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. On the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
And he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
Well, that means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Dropping back, it's Carpenter. The quick out. Fights off the defender. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Back to pass. Got his man on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up. He wants to throw it again. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Rolls it in. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
That's some great toughness by the quarterback. Hanging in the pocket. Listen, knowing you're going to get smacked and still being able to deliver the football down the field. Good toughness by that quarterback.
The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Carpenter. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick 6 here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick 6 rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
A strike downfield. He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Carpenter. It's complete! Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
I'll tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback's man. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Back to throw, it's Berry. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And the Noles will try to convert on fourth down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Not willing to try that 55-yard field goal. They'll try to move the chains on fourth and short. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Man, you feel pretty good about a quarterback sneak most of the time. Such a short yardage play. I just got to find a little crease and get through it. But this defense was more than ready for it. Built that wall up front. Nowhere to go, no push. Big stop by the D.
He's going for it all. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute baller.
Looking for a man, it's Berry. He lofts one down the sideline. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the pass is incomplete.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Flushed out of the pocket. Finds some fresh air. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. How about this dude going off script for the Noles? Not necessarily known for his running ability.
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Noles! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Pittsburgh has the lead right now. The Steel City has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Looking for a man. It's Carpenter. He's taking the shot. He's got it along the sideline. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Down the seam. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Gets the back moving. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got his man quickly. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's first and goal. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Wants to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
Now it's 3rd and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air on first down. Using the quick game. Open space at the 25. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Now on first down from the 28. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buying some time. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Off play action. Scrambling away. He's going to fire into the gut of the defense. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Carpenter. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Finds some room. Attack. Touchdown, Wolverine. And once he found open space, the man might as well start playing.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Working that left side now. He gets into the end zone to convert, and they'll tack on a couple right before the half. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Noles will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So here comes the Michigan offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Scanning the field, it's Carpenter. Fires to the wideout. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Florida State. what a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get in and take it back to the house.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's Carpenter. Here's the hit. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, it's picked off. Looking for more room. Touchdown Seminoles. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
How about the middle linebacker making a great play? Drops in his zone, eyes on the quarterback, sees the quarterback throw the football, breaks on it perfectly, steps in front, and takes it all the way to the house.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. LSU is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These Bayou Bengals have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Baylor. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty.
Let's go. Right. Single.
Might be calling a hot route. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it.